What is your sexual fantasy that will remain a fantasy? Threesome with my wife and Jennifer Aniston. She's in, too. My wife, not Jen. Well, have you asked? Her lawyers have asked me to stop. Private island. Sex on the beach. Since it's a fantasy, the sand is this magical material that looks the same and feels cool and soft, but does not stick to your body. Not a grain of sand in any crevices to stick to any of your parts. It doesn't matter if you're wet from the ocean, sweaty, etc. No sand anywhere. Just the sun, crashing ocean waves, and my magic sand. And my hair looks awesome, damp and wind-blown, not like the tangled, unbrushed mop that it usually looks like when it's wet and windy. Boyfriend turns into an alien monster and destroys me with his 100 tentacle cocks. It's weirdly sweet that you want your boyfriend to be the monster LMAO. Being tied up by a woman and used as a sex toy. Last time I let a woman attempt to tie me up, she tickled me. Killed the mood instantly, and I ended up hurting myself and breaking part of the bed. I feel your pain, I hate tickles. Once kicked one of my own children in the face because they tickled my feet. Didn't mean to, but it hasn't happened again. Bill Gates and Elon Musk showering my bed with $100 bills, while the wife and I get it on. Well, you have something they don't. A wife. Female boss calls me into her office, tears off my clothes with her bare hands, ties me to her desk, and has her way with me. You don't get F-ed by your employer already? Having sex with a pregnant woman. It's quite a conundrum. As a lesbian, I don't have any intentions of getting pregnant myself or ever having kids. So even if I got a girlfriend or something, she can't be the one pregnant. And finding an attractive pregnant woman who wants to have sex with another woman. It shall remain as a wonderful fantasy. I am at a house party and my girlfriend ties me to the bed, and throughout the night different women come in to sit on my face. I'll have what he's having. What a weird request during my grandmother's bridge game with her ladies, but if that's what you want. The sex part. Same. I'll tell you what I would do. 2 chicks at the same time. If I wanted to disappoint 2 people at the same time, I'd just have dinner with my parents. Honestly. Just an intimate session where you can feel that they love you for who you are. You feel warm and fuzzy, and all the stress just drips away. You feel happy and content. It's just you and them. Sorry you feel that it will remain a fantasy. Having sex in my beautiful 5-bedroom home with views of water, designed by my with its own large expansive porch, lots of natural lighting, nestled in among some pines. Also complete with a large greenhouse space acting as the central piece of the home. The true millennial sex fantasy isn't really about the sex, it's about home ownership. On second thought, hold the sex. I would like to go on a summer vacation with a dominatrix. We would be hanging around like a normal couple except some little humiliating tasks, but behind closed doors, she would be using and abusing me like heavily. Meeting John Cena in his 30s, seeing him hulking up and tearing off his clothes, flexing his gigantic muscles, being wrestled, manhandled and dominated by him, worshipping his huge arms, kissing his sweaty pecs and seeing them bouncing into my face, climbing him like a hill, grabbing his thick steroid ass with my hands, holding onto his strong broad shoulders, being pinned to the floor and locked into a wrestling submission, feeling his monstrous thighs squashing my body, seeing his massive Arms bulging around my neck, hearing him growl with his deep sexy voice, feeling his fingers taking my dick and doing a handjob to me, coming all over his chiseled chest and abs, and being punished by his thick long dick entering my ass, feeling him thrusting himself into me and wrecking my gut like a fucking beast while yelling, "You can't see me." When I was younger, 48/M, a lot of partners used to scratch my back so hard it would draw blood. The shower the next day always stung in a very satisfying way. My wife won't do that no matter how elated she gets, she says she refuses to hurt me. However, these days, I'm an old dad, my fantasy is for the kids, 2 and 6, to go to bed early enough so that my wife and I aren't too tired. That would be awesome. God, I got to the "my fantasy is for the kids," and my heart dropped. Grab your moment. I have a 13-year-old. She never goes to bed, and I doubt that will improve in the next few years. And when she moves out, our son will hit his teens and stay up all hours. On the upside, my husband works night shift and gets home at 2:40 a.m., so she mostly is asleep by then. On the downside, it takes me a few hours to fall asleep after sex, so 2:40 a.m. is not an ideal time to start, especially when I normally got to bed around midnight. Also, first time I was with my husband I scratched his back, and he loved it. Now he doesn't. But his reaction that first time has become a fundamental thing for me and I have to stop myself every time. When the kids hit the age where they stay up super late, time to do it in the morning instead if you can. Mind with age gaps like the ones you've ended up with, you just asked for it, haha. Early waking single-digit age kid combined with a teenager at the same time kind of rules evenings and mornings out. Having a penis for a day. Your comment reminds me of a woman I bartended with years ago. One night she turned to me, a little drunk, and said, "I wish I had a penis." I asked her if she was slightly transgender or something, and I'll never forget her reply. She said, "No. I just want to know what the hell is so fascinating about sex for men, 'cause I got to tell you, as a woman, it ain't all that. LOL. Being able to go to some private cabin/rental where my wife and I could live completely naked and have sex whenever we wanted, could swim in a pool/hot tub for a week or so. My husband and I did this for our honeymoon. Rented an Airbnb for a long weekend and only packed 2 pairs of clothes for when we went to the store for stuff to grill. It was on a private lake in southern Illinois and the closest neighbor was 3 miles away. Nothing compares to waking up, having sex while the oven is preheating, then taking a morning hot tub time together while the cinnamon rolls are baking. 10 out of 10 recommend. Do you have a phone number for the cabin? Asking for a friend. I want to be completely dominated. My husband is an absolute love and such a gentle teddy bear. He just doesn't have it in him. Same. My husband tries, we have talked extensively about this, but it's just not natural for him, so it's awkward and neither of us can take it seriously. Some things are awkward at first. My dirty talk was terribly awkward, like, "Your penis is magnificent," awkward, LOL. I'm just not naturally a dirty talker, so it was weird for me. After giving it a small chance here and there over the years, now I am more comfortable with it. It still doesn't come naturally to me, but it's much better than it was, and it turns him on that I put in an effort for something he likes. If you enjoyed watching, please like and subscribe. Be sure to check out our TikTok in the description where we post shorts every single day.